Yes, absolutely awesome. I am super, super pumped about everything that's going on with this and the trip itself. It's something that I've wanted to just introduce all of you to a long time ago was this resort. This resort is one of my favorite dream trips I've been. This is our Croatia Dream Lux Retreat, June 25th through the 29th. Okay, this is the hot season. It's the prime season in Croatia. I've been to this resort in a little bit of a cooler season, and it was still cool. But I was like, man, I've got to get back here in the summer. 5 thematic beaches. The boardwalk goes for miles in this resort. They have 50 acres right on the ocean. One family owns this as a private resort. 5 hotels, so it's pretty crazy, right? This is the trip. That is the beach club. That picture right there is a private beach club. We're going to have a pool party with a DJ at this club. This club is absolutely crazy. And what I mean by that is it's right on the ocean. You see those red discs in the pool? Those are beds. Those are all throughout the place. It even has these little spots that say Instagram spot where you take photos and kind of stuff like that. But I've been in this beach because it's pretty cool. But DreamTrips has bought out this entire beach club before. Let's just call it like 10 years ago or something. So this is a resort we've had a lot of success with. This is in Šibenik, Croatia. It is a 5-day trip. It's going to come with a welcome reception, breakfast every day. Key here, everyone pay attention to this. There is a 10K and above training. So you have to qualify a minimum of 10K to just get in the training. You're going to be able to purchase this trip if you don't win this trip with all the ways that you can use currency in Dream Trips. Okay, you're going to use Dream Trips points. You can see it there. You're going to be able to use your travel dollars. You're going to be able to just buy the trip. Okay, but however, you can win everything. And I'm going to show you the rules in a second. But the key is, even if you just buy this trip for you and your family, in order to go to the training, it's a 10K and above academy. This will be our first in-person Traveler 10K and above academy. I almost want to promote the training bigger than the trip for a moment, because this is going to be where we bring the heat. This is like the secrets, the people that have gone, and these are documented people that have made 7 and even 8 figures in this business selling a Dream Trip membership. Behind the closed doors, private training, only for 10Ks and above. We're going to go for a couple of hours on everything you need to get to a 6-figure plus income building a travel community. That training alone, in my opinion, you could sell a ticket for $2,000 to $3,000 for the people we're going to feature in there, the top leaders in the community. They're going to basically, we do trainings like this, but these are watered down a little bit, right? It's not the environment. And we have people all different levels on here. We want training where we know, okay, everyone in here that's a 10K and above, they're a 10K and above. We can go another level. We can break open our like secret notebook and go, okay, here's how you drive it to the complete next level. If you want to make executive level income in this business, that's where you want to be in that training. That's the training, in my opinion, that's going to set someone's journal on fire, where they go, all right, I'm going to be a 6-figure earner in Dream Trips. And then boom, step 1, step 2, step 3. So we're already preparing what that training is going to look like. We're preparing a comprehensive leadership program for the rank of 10K and above. And you're going to notice that here today, because we're going to recognize later on today our 10Ks and above. We have these beautiful badges that were made. We're super pumped to be able to do that. But that's not just a status symbol. Like, it's a real thing. We're going to develop a lot of programs around that position of 10K. So that training, you got to be qualified to go to the training. Anyone can go get on the trip, right? If you can buy the trip, okay, I suggest you win the trip, okay? But to get into training, it's 10K or above. We're going to go to the Kirka National Park. This is something that is out of a movie, KRKA National Park, Kirka National Park. Been there. It has 200 waterfalls. You walk for about 2 hours through this forest, and they've built like a wooden boardwalk through the forest over all of these waterfalls. It's basically the Slovenian Alps. When they melt, that water all comes down from Slovenia down through Croatia and into the ocean. And we actually were in Slovenia as a group. And in Slovenia, we actually went whitewater rafting. And so that all that water pours down from there through Croatia to this national park. Just go Google KRKA National Park. It's a really breathtaking scenario. So we fully expect hundreds and hundreds of you to be able to experience that live. You've probably seen it because it's a screensaver. Believe it or not, it is like a lot of screensavers will show this majestic, like crazy forest with hundreds of waterfalls. Looks like it's almost AI animated, but no, that's the Kirka National Park. The beach is off the charts. Okay, multiple pools, moms and dads. Okay, first of all, well, we have 3 hotels all on the same compound. One of the hotels is for families with kids. It's amazing what they've done. They even have like every single room in one hotel has bunk beds. Every single room in one of the hotels has sinks that are lower for children. Like they've thought of everything. The family hotel has a giant octopus over the whole hotel. They make it almost like a Disney. The water park, okay, this isn't only for kids. So Erica Richburg, I will see you in the lazy river. We have some water gun fights that we got to get to, right? So they got a lazy river that runs. The water park is killer, okay, and it's part of the actual resort. We have a private pool party we talked about at the En Vogue Beach Club, and we have a farewell dinner and party with an open bar. And this trip includes airport transfer, where we pick you up at the airport and take you to the resort. Of course, we have our awesome DreamTrips hosts that are going to be on this trip. Okay, so let's get into the rules, because what you're going to see myself go into as the CEO, I'm going to go into a mode where all I'm going to talk about is this trip. Okay, in network marketing and relationship marketing, to drive your business and to drive a large group, you have to have absolutely single-minded focus. Okay, so if you'll just buy into the leadership's vision, if you guys will just attach yourself to the message and just take copious notes. Think about it. If you have people on here that have gone out there over the past 2 decades in this brand with DreamTrips, selling DreamTrips memberships, they've been able to retire themselves, their family, their parents, buy their dream home, go on 50, 100, 200 trips all around the world. They've been able to create that. Think of their knowledge base. And then they come to a training or multiple trainings like this, and they say, this is exactly what you do. What's crazy, after 20 years in this industry, a whole bunch of people see that and they don't do it. I don't know why, but I'll admit I was kind of like that in the beginning. I'll show these guys a better way to do it. I failed. I didn't make a sale for my first 3 months in this industry. 3 months, 0 sales. Okay, 0. I couldn't sell 1. Okay, this is 20 years ago. So there's hope for you. Okay, I'm using myself as the poster child, right? And then I realized my way wasn't working, because these people have already done it. They've already figured it out, right? I learned this a long time ago. Write this down in your notes. The longest distance between 2 points in our business is a shortcut. I'm going to say it one more time because I just messed your brain up. The longest distance between 2 points in this business is a shortcut. All the shortcuts have been had. We're teaching you all the shortcuts. So when we're like, this is what you drive, this is what you promote, this is what you inspect with your group, this is what you drive, this is how you drive your group. It's because you have people, you have literally hundreds of years of experience in this management team, hundreds of years of experience in the management and the leadership team. We've got it down to the handful of things that you need to do. But human nature is we don't like simplicity because there's nothing to hide from. So we try to overcomplicate everything. No. Step 1, activate. Step 2, binary qualified, right? Step 3, fast are qualified. I can go through the steps. They're the same for everyone. You would think someone that made it to the top position in the compensation plan, what did they do? People are like, oh, I want to know what you do, Jefferson. And Jefferson goes, I just do a lot of what I tell you to do. We don't do anything different as top leadership in the field than we're asking you to do. We just have known over years, like, okay, there's a way to do this and there's a way not to do it. So we're going to go in as a company and flip into massive promotion mode where everything we drive will be Croatia. You going to Croatia? Great. Where are you at right now? Where are you going to be by Croatia? What is your rank now? What's your rank going to be by Croatia? That's like when we start our 10K call, which if you reach the level of 10K or above, you should have gotten an invitation to a private Telegram group. Keep your ear to the ground on that. We're going to be launching our first 10K Academy call very shortly, right? And then we're going to be teaching the 10Ks how to end up in Croatia with 100 people on their team. That's what we're going to literally be teaching. This is the promotion. These are the rules. Very important. They're very simple. They're very basic, okay? Tier 1 is travel at 25K. It's a trip for one. You can add a guest at a discount, okay? And it'll be at a very reasonable discount, okay? You're going to just be able to add someone to the room. You're not going to have to pay full price to add someone to the room, okay? If you look at it, you have to hit travel at 25K 6 weeks during the qualification periods. For example, those of you that have already hit Traveler 10K, see, you basically already, when you hit it, you already Traveler 10K for 4 weeks if you hit it on the first week. So you got 4 weeks out of 6 done. You got to hit 2 more weeks in the entire promotional period to be able to get that trip. So it's a done deal, right? Just kind of look at it like that. So 6 weeks out of, I think it's 20 or so weeks, whatever the amount of weeks is. Voyager 50K is a trip for 2 and $1,000 airline voucher. Okay, you have to, once again, you have to hit 8 weeks out of the qualification period. If you really look at this in months, that means that you hit 2 months out of the 4.5 months. Okay. Or I think it might even be 5 months. Okay. So if you look at it months, that's how to look at it. Every promotion I've ever been in this has this requirement, but it's usually much harder. Like you got to hit 8 months out of a year to get a trip like this. That's literally what it usually is. Tier 3 is Voyager 100K. It's a trip for 2 and $2,000 airline voucher. Same thing, 8 weeks during the qualification period. And then tier 4 is Voyager 250. And we'll have a couple of those for sure. We can already see that. And that's a trip for 2 with $4,000 towards airfare in a voucher. So it's pretty stoked about that. Okay. So you achieve 250 rank 8 weeks out of the promotional period. Okay. So you have 4 tiers. Now, this is important to understand on these 4 tiers. You can buy this trip in its entirety. I might even have a slide on that. No, I don't. Okay. You can buy this trip in its entirety. It's about $980 a person. Just call it $2,000 for 2 people. Okay, is about what this trip costs. Okay, with everything we have in it. So you can buy the trip. Okay, you can buy the trip and use DreamTrip points. You saw it was like $170 worth of DreamTrip points. You can take right off the top. You can buy the trip, use your DreamTrip points, and then use travel dollars to offset the cost of the trip. So it's not only using the promotion. Now, don't make your minimums your maximums. Why I'm telling you can buy the trip, use loyalty points, and use travel dollars is some people, when they see a promotion like this, they'll look at it and go, oh, there's no way I can be a Voyager 250 during this period. It's going to take me maybe a year or so in my business to get to that level. Yes, that's why I'm letting you know. It's multiple tiers for a reason. I believe anybody that wants it bad enough can get tier 1 during the promotional period. You have 20 weeks or whatever it ends up being, right? It's 18 weeks. I know I'm off on that, right? You have weeks of you have several months to be able to win this promotion. So tier 1 should be the minimum all the way across the company. And not everybody's trying to hit something like this. I get that. Okay. But all of you that are on here are probably trying to hit something like this. Those of you that have been on every training call, you're on every live overview, you're communicating with your upline leadership team. You're the group that's I'm going to Croatia and I want to get that trip for free. So I'm going to challenge each and every one of you guys, minimum of tier 1. And I want you to look at what this looks like. Traveler 25K. So from today, hitting Traveler 25K, you're going to earn bonuses. You're going to earn travel dollars. And then every week you maintain, you're going to earn more travel dollars. So if you really look at Traveler 25K, so those of you that have even already hit Traveler 25K, right? Just think about it. You're going to have so many travel dollars by the time we even get to Croatia, you could upgrade your flight to first class. So people are not adding up the fact that, hey, there is multiple things that are going to allow you to go on this trip for next to free or for a little bit, because you got loyalty points, travel dollars, and the ability to win one of these tiers. So when you're goal setting and you're dream building, don't say, oh man, I wish I could get this. I wish I could hit tier 4, but I'm just not ready for that yet. No, tier 1 is going to allow you to go. It's a trip for 1. You probably will have just by default enough travel dollars to add your guests for free. Just with the travel dollars, right? It's hard to win tier 1 and not have a whole bunch of travel dollars, right? Because they're coming in every week and you're maintaining your rank to do that. So very important. I'm going to show this last slide. I'll move on here. Throw it back to Jojo here in just a moment. The multiple ways to win. Okay. Win the whole trip, win some of the trip, use your travel dollars, your points, or just flat out purchase the trip. These pictures right here are the actual resort. That video was the actual resort. So the Invoke Beach Club, bottom left-hand corner, all those umbrellas there, that's just one of the 5 beaches. I actually hung out on that beach right there. My Tammy, my wife, and my kids, Caitlin, and my son Marcus. My daughter's husband was still getting used to say that's a new thing here at home. Creed, we went there. It was amazing. We're like, we have to get back to this location. And look, the water was cold and it was the end of the season. We weren't there in the summer. To the left of where those umbrellas are, that's the beach club. It's a total separate facility. You can see it's got that infinity pool right up to the water. Top right-hand corner is the Kirker National Park. That's just one little thing they show you there. And then obviously for the spa people, this place has a mega spa. You probably haven't, this Turkish spa thing is crazy. I can't even explain it. You lay on that little Turkish round marble thing there, okay, with a towel on, and a bunch of people have giant trash bag sized bags of some kind of like anti-aging foam. I'm not joking. And they just ladle this foam all over your body out of these bags, and you just lay there. You're like in Roman times or something. So pretty cool stuff. Let me stop sharing my screen here and get back to my video, and we can get going. Here's what I'm here to tell you. I'm the promotion guy. I am all about the fun. I am all about the promotion. I am all about tracking the promotion. How many people can we get to Croatia? So my question, leaders. Okay, what's a leader? A leader is someone that's on here today. That's a leader to me. I do not judge people by numbers. You're not just a number or a name on a sheet. It's okay. Yes, you have to do something. Yes, we have to see you move the needle a little bit, but everybody gets a fair shot at this company. Okay. And so a leader is someone that's just plugged in, you're a leader. You're here. It's what you do with this information on whether you continue to grow as a leader. So first you're leading yourself, and then you get 2 people in your team. That's easy. Right now, all I have to do is I'm only responsible for 2 people instead of 2,000 people, right? And so what I'm going to ask you to do is track, okay? Not only, of course, I think everybody on here is making a commitment. Hey, I'm going to be in Croatia, okay? But what I want to ask you is how many people are you going to have on your team in Croatia? So I'll just throw it out to every single person right now that's on here. I'm just going to throw it out to you. I'm opening the chat so I can see it. And I'm just going to ask you, how many people, I'm not even going to ask you if you're going to be in Croatia. Come on, take your pulse, right? Yes, you're going to be in Croatia. You've got to be there. This is going to be our first Dream Trips family reunion global style. We're going to do it once a year. We're going to rotate it to different mega resorts around the year. So you're going to be there. I already just said it. Okay, you're going to be there. How many people on your team? Justin, 50. Jeffrey, 10, right? That's what I'm talking about. How many people are you? Nora, to 12. We got Esther, 10, right? How many people are you going to have in Croatia? Because the size of your business is the size of your paycheck. The size of your paycheck will be dictated, in my opinion, by how many people you have in Croatia. Why? It's easier to drive promotions and experiences and rewards, okay, than it is to drive numbers. Yes, you have to drive numbers, but I drive numbers with promotions. How many people are running after Croatia is going to give me the sales numbers I need as an owner, okay? How many people in Croatia is going to give me the ability as a company to go, okay, we have X amount in Croatia, that creates X amount of growth. And then we can put another trip in, okay? So this is a real metric that we use to grow our company is these trips. So these aren't just like trips we sprinkle out there. We hope a lot of people don't win this free trip. This is break the bank, bring us hundreds and hundreds of winners. This is basically almost an unlimited promotion. The rules, I'm telling you, I've been around a long time, 2 decades plus in this industry. We made this fairly easy. Like I've been in a lot of promotions where it's a year long to get a free trip. You got to hit the top tippity top rank 8 months out of 12 months. That's the only way you get the trip. There's not different levels. There's not something for someone who's just getting started, has a smaller team. And then there's never the ability where it's, man, I almost hit and I so want to go and I can't go. No, this particular incentive trip is like everybody can go. You got to be a 10K or above to get into the academy, but everybody can go and participate in everything. Okay. Just qualify for the training. So we're trying to make it so that as a community, we make it fit for everyone. So with that, I'm going to throw this back to Jojo. I'm going to be back at the end, stay to the very end, and we're going to rock out our very first recognition. And you can go see the leaders that crushed this thing in the past 2 weeks. So with that, Jojo, I'll throw it back to you.